Here's a quick tutorial on how to use the XAir Edit app for the in-ear monitor mixer. The XAir Edit app looks like this. It's on the desk, the tech desk computer back there. It's pinned to this bar, so you always find it. But you click the XAir Edit app. It brings up the app, and it shows you that there's a mixer available. That will always happen if you're connected to Intrepid Band and the mixer's on. If it ever doesn't happen, get connected to Intrepid Band, get the mixer turned on, go into Setup, and you'll find it here. You can rescan to find it, but once you're connected to the internet and it's turned on, you should be fine. It'll be right here, and if you didn't get connected to it before, click on it and connect to it. You always want to hit Mixer to PC. That makes sure whatever the mixer was set at before, it'll be left at that. Every time it's turned off and turned on, it's left the same. So if you do mixer to PC, it'll bring up everything on the app exactly how it was left on the mixer the last time, and that's what you want. You don't want to mess it up and undo everything that was on it. So hit mixer to PC. Transferring parameters just means it's telling the app on your computer exactly how the mixer was left last time. So that loads up and you're connected. You can see up here it tells you you're connected to the monitor mixer, which is what it's named, and it's at that IP address. And you're on main, left, and right now, which is why everything's down, because we're not using it to power our main speakers. We're just using it to power monitors. Bus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are the monitors. You can see those on the outputs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on the mixer box itself. If you want to mix something on bus 1, you click on bus 1. It's labeled acoustic guitar because it's the monitor that we always run out to the acoustic guitar. If you want to label it something else, right click that, label it something else, turn it whatever color you want. It's all good. You can always undo it, change it back later. And here's everything that's plugged in right now. These Cody, Steph, and Tom could change, and you could change those. And probably it's better to just call it vocal 1 and vocal 2 and vocal 3. That way you don't have to change it every single time a different vocalist who's named a different name is singing. And so that's all that's plugged in right now. And bus 1 changes the mix for bus 1. Bus 2 changes the mix for bus 2. Bus 2 doesn't have any bass. They can't figure out how to put bass in it. Open this up, go to bus 2, which is for the vocals, and slide in a little bass. And that's it. Hopefully they're controlling it themselves, which is ideal, but you have access to all of this as well, right from the computer in the back. The only other thing you might have to mess with is if you click on an individual channel and go to channel, means you're editing this specific channel, vocal 1, and change the gain. So if everything is super quiet, it's barely registering at all, you might have to up the gain a little bit so that they have more access to turn it up and down in their in-ears. That's pretty much it. You can look up a million other tutorials on how the XAir Edit app works, but that's all you need to know for doing the in-ears. If you watch something else, it's going to be a lot more complicated because it's going to tell you how to mix and EQ and add compression to all the channels for actual live sound, which is not what we're using it for. But if you ever need to use it for that, there's tons and tons of tutorials online to watch. Alright, that's it for that.